Hello and welcome to another episode of the Miniatures Rundown, where we give you the rundown on miniatures.
And in this case, the tools.
And the tools necessary to build them, yes.
Well, no, not necessary, and we'll get to that.
As usual, I'm CJ.
I'm Josh.
And that's
I'm Mitchell.
Hi, Mitchell. You're here for a special reason that we'll get to later.
Yeah.
But before that, we got some stuff to cut through.
Ow. I'm going to drill you for that later.
Oh, I'll mold line remover.
Anyway, Matt, make sure to clip this part.
Yeah, that's going on. Yeah, that's going on a short.
At least bleep it.
No, clippers.
Yeah, I get it.
Come on. Okay.
I get it. I just didn't laugh.
So this laugh at my jokes.
No.
This is the new releases for Saturday. Today's the 18th, 19th, 20th, 21st, October the 21st.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
And what it is basically, okay, so first off, we didn't get mailed the dice again.
Again.
Like last wow.
That's been a minute, okay.
Like last week when we didn't get the Nickelodeon dice.
Yeah.
This week we did not get any of the dice that were up for pre-order.
Yeah.
Which they're not online exclusive. We're not sure what's up with that.
Well, the fact that some of the other dice that we've got are being peg warmers right now might have something to do with it.
You think Mark was just like, never mind?
Yeah, maybe the boss was just like, man, nobody buys these. If they want them, they'll get them online.
Gee, I can't imagine why.
We don't like the dice that they have.
But I sent our storefront to Quentin Tarantino. He's going to buy all of our Sons of Behemoth dice.
All of our feet dice.
I believe the release date's the 22nd, not the 21st.
Is it the 22nd?
Yeah.
Did I mess up?
Yeah. It's
Let's overdub it.
Yeah, we'll overdub that real quick there.
Overdub it with this. 22nd.
Yeah, no, it's the 22nd.
So anyway, what we got was tools and Shadowvaults.
Yes.
Let's talk about tools.
Awful band. Next question.
Games Workshop has a tendency to release tools that have their name on them.
Yes, you are paying for that name.
And you are paying for that name. We will hopefully, if we can get some review stock, be doing reviews of these because I would love to.
Oh, yeah, that'd be great.
Some of these right now. So, for example, you're holding the mold line remover.
Under duress.
I've spoken before about this. I actually think the mold line remover is one of the tools that GW makes. It is nice. Mm. It is good at removing
it's
mold
hard
lines.
To screw up.
And it's safer than a hobby knife.
By a country mile.
This one is a slightly updated version. It's thinner.
Yep, and it's got a little nib in it.
For giving your base a nice rim. And doing a good job of it.
Stop that. Stop that. That's just silly.
But the problem,
the
problem is the mold line remover went up by $7.
Yeah.
It was, reasonably priced at $18, and now the new one's $25, and it's made of plastic instead of being a nice solid metal and wood all the way through. So
yeah,
the drill. Okay, a pin vise.
Piece out of it.
Yeah,
they're saving money by cutting metal out of it.
Yeah. Speaking of cutting metal, so hey, we've got a drill here.
Drills don't cut metal.
They do if you use them properly.
Or improperly.
It's not cutting, it's drilling. Do we need to go over this difference again, CJ?
Meow.
Okay.
No, so it's got two 1.5 millimeter bits and two 1 millimeter bits in it, and it instructs you on the back to make sure that you don't put it in an oblique angle, because apparently that will make it just detonate or something.
Well, no, it
just won't work.
Yeah. So a pin vise is a pin vise.
Yeah.
And this is to be fair, this is a decent looking pin vise for not too much more money than a decent pin vise normally is.
Yeah. But
it's also got a plastic handle.
It's
This one does have a nice chuck in the middle.
And it's good and it's textured, and it comes with four bits.
Right. But the Army Painter one is how much?
Yeah. How much is
a third of this?
Yeah.
A third of that? Yeah.
Yeah,
How much
literally
is
a third.
Do you remember how much the Vallejo one is?
No.
Okay. But
I've not tried the Vallejo one.
Yeah. Well, and so I'm thinking about the mold line remover and the knife and the kniff here, which is an X-Acto knife.
Yeah, the knife
a
is
cool
the one
chuck in it,
that
to
we're
be
not
sure.
even going to try and defend.
This is indefensible.
Because the knife is how much?
$34.
Oh. You know,
for an X-Acto knife.
You should look up the 34 rules about knives and why you shouldn't buy them. Never mind.
Don't listen to anything Bamber said. Sorry. Don't listen to anything Josh says. He's terrible.
It's a knife.
It's a knife.
It's
It's just a knife.
This is a knife. It's a knife. It's got a chuck on the middle for like, and they hobby that, or they advertise that as saying, look, it's in the middle, so you won't accidentally undo it with your thumb.
At what point have you ever accidentally undone an X-Acto knife?
No, that is a true thing, but
Is it?
also the one I've
I've never
got from Amazon for $7 has one at the back, so you don't accidentally undo it.
Well,
And it's made of metal.
I'm just not dumb, and I just don't screw up my X-Acto knives.
I use a scalpel nowadays.
Oh, well, there you go.
And then we get to the crime. Actually, you know what? No, it can fall. It can fall.
It deserves to fall.
See, here's the thing. If I cover this part up, this is the one that I like.
If I just cover up the price.
Yeah. If I completely ignore the ridiculous price tag on it, it's really nice.
So here's the problem. They're not flush cutters.
Nope. This was.
But they're detailed.
This was going around on Twitter for a little while. That these are not flush. These are. I don't know what they're.
CJ, what
Yeah.
does flush mean? Remind us.
So flush would mean that it's flat.
Yeah, so the blades, if they come together and they leave no gap between the blade surface and the model, that's called a flush cutter.
Yes.
These are staggered, which is advertised as a feature because that means they don't dull as quickly. That is true, but it means you have to do more cleanup.
Mm-hmm.
And for $50,
It means that you have to get the mold line remover to knock off the little bits of flash.
$50, that's not cool, bro.
No, absolutamente no.
Oh gosh,
So I'm gonna do a crime myself here, but those three things you've got in that pile right there, I got a set of that for $16. All three of those from Vallejo.
Oh, okay.
In the
yeah.
store right now.
Yeah, I mean, I just bought clippers off of Amazon for $7 and they were amazing. So let's get to other things that are kind of amazing.
Hey, let's look at things that don't suck. How about? Yeah, that'd be swell.
I don't want to throw those because they're not mine.
Yeah, I know.
Because I didn't buy them.
Mm-hmm. Imagine that.
Yeah, I know we've said before that we usually don't just like to review things that we're just hammering on.
Mm-hmm.
But in this case, those are so expensive.
I think that's enough of a travesty that it's. No, this is your set, right?
This is mine, so we
Okay.
can open this.
Sweet. Got a little ahead of myself.
Break it, you buy it.
It's all right. I'm gonna buy one too. So
If
if I screw
guy.
anything up,
So
I'll know what happened.
let's
Okay.
talk about what is disappointing in this set, Mitchell.
What, the Necrons?
Well, I was going to go with terrain first.
Oh, the terrain. No, I'm okay with the terrain being as it is.
What's the deal with the terrain?
It's exactly the same as the last box.
Oh.
Almost.
Except
this
for this
sprue
sprue.
is different.
This sprue, let's open. Wait 1 second. Let's move that so it can actually show up on camera.
we need to have like a white background for this.
Oh, you don't like the black one, Mitchell?
I don't like the black one.
Yeah, you got a problem with the black background.
I do.
Oh no. So this
Here, I'll
sprue
put my
is
hand
new.
under it. It's nice and
Yeah, that's
tasty.
paste.
This
Yeah.
sprue is new. And this is kind of like a little robot, a cutter bot. The battle bots have come to Kill Team.
Finally, I can play my favorite game in my favorite game.
Yeah, so this is all like artillery and equipment here. This is a pile of bolters. There's a melta gun here. There's an auto gun sitting on the top, and then there's like this little kill rig here.
So yeah, the thing that Josh was referencing. Oh, thank you. The thing that Josh was referencing was that other than this one sprue, all of the other sprues are the same.
All
as-
of this. All of
as
this.
in the Into the Dark box.
Yeah.
Except the one sprue that they took out to replace with this one.
Right. The accoutrement sprue.
Yeah.
All of which, by the way, is only in the narrative missions.
Yes. So I think that's okay because you just get to make a bigger board. It's a little bit lazy because they could have done other stuff on top of that, but they didn't.
It's not so much laziness. It's I weep for what could have been.
Sure.
They talked about different sections of the ship and things being weird and different.
Yeah.
I was hoping to see,
A
the
little bit
weird,
more, huh?
the weird science lab room.
Yeah.
And
That's an Xbox.
what?
That's the next box.
Oh,
is what
okay.
he
I thought you said that was.
Xbox
said. The
coming out.
Xbox.
I thought-
that's
that's what I
Xbox.
thought he said was that's an Xbox,
That's
and
an
I'm like, wow, Sony fanboy up in here. I was confused. Now you know why.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I know you're easily confused.
So, but anyway, first off, this box is only 185.
Yeah.
So they're not charging you for the privilege, I guess,
Yeah.
of having
Yeah.
the same terrain.
Mhm.
I don't know.
The reason is because of the Necrons that are sitting in front of me.
Yeah.
So
So
let's talk about the crons, huh?
let's talk about the thing you're disappointed by.
I'm not disappointed by it. I'm okay with what they did. The problem is I don't need any of this stuff.
My dad used that exact tone of voice in my last report card.
Oh wow.
I'm
sorry.
not disappointed. I'm okay with what you did.
That was like 12 years ago, right? Please God.
Well, he brings it up every time he calls.
Oh,
It's
okay.
very strange.
It's kind of. Can't win someday.
So what it has is the Immortal / Death Marks sprue.
And you can tell it's an older sprue because look at all the space.
Yeah, there's a lot of space on it.
Mhm.
And then it has the.
There's a lot of space, and there's no copyright X year by Games Workshop.
Yeah.
Mm.
And then this is the
Take
the
it seriously.
flying cryptek,
Mhm.
or the Technomancer.
Mm.
And then it comes with this upgrade sprue, which honestly is kind of useless. So it has 2 plasma sights on it,
Mhm.
Okay.
one reanimation and one other one that I can't remember,
Okay.
which they come in the boxes of the destroyers.
Mhm.
And then it has the stuff to make one of the immortals into a special guy.
Yes.
And then the stuff to make another of the guys into a Prentech, which is like a Cryptek but new,
assistant
I guess.
assistant manager to the regional
Yeah,
cryptech.
the assistant manager. But like,
Stole that joke from Goonhammer, I think. Sorry.
oh nice. So the Prentech looks exactly like, what was the dude's name? Something the Crooked, the anniversary model.
Oh,
Okay.
I can't
it's
It's on
remember.
screen right now, whatever it is.
No, it's not.
Sure it is. Sure.
It
So he looks.
should be.
He looks exactly like that. The upgrade for the Overlord looks exactly like the God, I can remember the name. What was the one in the Indominus box with the fallback?
Oh yeah.
Again, I don't play Necron,
Yeah, I know
so I
you
just
don't.
don't know.
There wasn't a special one in there, was
This
there?
is why Mitchell's on the episode.
It's a
So
rescue us.
like they basically gave us 2 models that we already have,
Mhm.
and then 2 things that we already have. The only thing new in here is, I don't know, the different heads on the death marks. Like this could have easily been a White Dwarf team.
Yes.
Like this didn't have to exist. This could have been
So
a
what
White
we're
Dwarf
saying is, even in the terms of this is a kill team box, so it has 1 brand new team
Yeah.
and 1 team with upgrade sprue. This is a disappointing upgrade sprue,
This is a disappointing upgrade sprue.
and that's a sad statement.
So not to get into wild speculation here, but I was actually shut up. I was actually playing Kill Team Into the Dark on Monday night and enjoying it greatly. But we did notice something very peculiar about the Kroot. They're not on anything that looks like they have like some funny base stuff going on, like some not textured bases, but you know, like they've got stuff around their feet. None of that stuff looks like it belongs on a spaceship.
You're thinking that we're gonna get a
No, what I'm thinking is that for some reason they had to really scramble and get the Kroot and get something out. Okay, so first Kill Team box comes out, right?
Mm-hmm.
2 completely new teams.
You're talking like Octarius.
Octarius, yeah,
like
Octarius
veterans
drops
versus
yes.
Commandos.
Mhm. Next box comes out, Chalnoth.
Mhm.
Not that great.
Novitiates versus
Novitiates, completely new.
Pathfinders.
Pathfinders, upgrade sprue.
Right.
Okay.
You're suggesting that because the original Into the Dark had 2 completely new teams, that something went wonky somewhere.
Something went wonky a long time ago, before Octarius even dropped.
Yes.
So I think this, again, wild speculation. I think that the Kroot were supposed to be against the Novitiates, which is why that there's so little verticality in the Chalnoth box. And I think that the Pathfinders were probably going to end up in one of the later boxes, but something went weird, like something went sour, and so they just had to like do like a quick stop and swap. I know maybe that sounds
I don't
ridiculous.
agree in any way, shape, or form.
Okay, fine. Like
I
I said, it's all wild speculation.
Because the Kroot have grass on their bases,
yeah,
GW messed up.
yeah, obviously.
Because the Kroot have graft on their bases, what they were recalling
not
to
just
was the
grass.
restrictive anti-weed laws in the UK.
Just gonna start beating you with this. No, it's just I need more time in the oven on that one. I'll be honest, but like I wonder. It was just like, okay, here's all the kill teams that we have set up. Okay, cool. This one goes here. This one goes here. This one goes here. This one goes here. Right? And they're like, crap, we've got a design problem. Okay, stop, swap. Okay, now this one goes here and this one goes here, and it's, you know, that's as far as the thought
That would
process
have mean
got.
they would have had to schedule for and do all of the art and everything else for both of those things.
I have no idea. I know it doesn't stand up to scrutiny.
So long ago. I'm sorry. I'm also preoccupied now with the idea of a Kroot. You know how the Kroot have their spheres, the
Yeah.
Kroot sphere warships.
Mhm.
I'm pictured with one of those with like gas, grass, or brains. No one's rides for free.
All right, fine.
But anyway, back to Necrons. Disappointing even in terms of what we've come to expect.
Yes.
This is disappointing.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I want more.
Like
for
literally,
the poor Necron players.
Literally 2 days before this box was announced, we were talking, and I was like, Necrons are probably not getting anything new because they're not going to update any of their stuff. And
then we thought we were wrong because we saw they got something new, and it turns out we were right.
we were
They
right.
didn't really get anything
They
new.
got part of a new.
So I've got the book right here. Speaking of books, something to note, another reason this is cheaper, this does not come with the core rules.
Oh, yeah.
This only comes with Shadowvaults, which again that's standard for this Kill Team boxes.
Right.
First one comes with the new rules.
Mhm.
Next ones do not.
Okay, so in this, it has how you play the dudes, but not how you play Kill Team,
Correct.
and not how you play Kill Team Into the Dark, which is a kind of separate but equal thing.
No, it still has Killzone Galadark and Close
Okay,
Quarters
that helps.
and all that stuff.
Okay, so
Which, if what I read is correct, is just a like straight copy from the.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes, it is a straight copy.
Yeah.
Um,
that's good at least.
however, it's a straight
Sort of.
copy, but the art has been changed.
Oh, that's nice
So
of
the
them.
text is a straight copy, but they didn't just lazily copy it. They did add the art with the Necrons versus Karzakin.
Oh, okay.
So, which is kind of like, okay,
That's well.
yeah, you know what? You guys were not lazy.
I was worried that you were about to tell me, like, oh, yeah, no, they just straight up copied everything. And worse yet, it says your Kroot Kill Team and Into the Dark or something.
All the
Oh,
Necrons are wearing Kroot hats.
Yeah. I was like, not sure how that works.
So we have the Chronomancer, the Plasmancer, and the Technomancer.
Psychomancer.
Psychomancer, sorry.
Psychomancer. Plasma Sights.
Psychomantis.
I see you.
It's the Apprentice. That's the name.
Apprentech, yes.
Apprentech. So it's the Immortal Despotech is the new. That's the name of the guy, and he's very good. Like you'll want to bring one of these.
Oh, yeah.
But that's the only new specialist.
Yeah.
Like your options are Deathmark.
Apprentech is a new specialist, right?
The Apprentech
Mhm.
and the Despotech are technically new.
Okay.
Well, what I'm talking about is in comparison to something like the Pathfinders,
Right.
where
Right.
you got the demo Pathfinder
Mhm.
and the Sniper Pathfinder, which is redundant, but they give him one anyway,
Yeah.
and Mr. Knifey Pathfinder, and like all these different flavors of Pathfinder just
Or-
with the upgrades through.
Mhm.
Or I look at the Legionaries.
Legionaries, yeah.
And they're like, you look at their list and it's like 10 different things on the list.
Smiley McChosen one,
Yeah.
and Knifey Kniferson, and
Uh,
I'm a baby possessed, and
Slappy Giant Axe.
yeah, and I've got a giant chain gun.
Yeah, but this one it's basically you're focusing, and honestly it makes sense because that's how Necrons work. Is they're
This is the good point.
the
Yeah.
prize, the thing that you should be focusing on is the leader, the HQ in 40K, but the leader in this, like the 3 Cryptechs are all ridiculously good. They're all brand new for Kill Team.
And they're all very customizable.
Super customizable. It's the other guys that are disappointing.
Yeah. And I guess, I'll give this to them. That is the most Necron thing they could do.
Be
Be
disappointed.
disappointing.
Well, I was going to say focus on customizing
sharing one brain cell here.
focusing on customizing the leader, but also yes.
Yeah.
Because, like, what is the story of Necrons in 8th edition? Or sorry, 9th
I
edition.
was gonna say last edition. I don't know.
No, in 9th edition.
Yeah.
They came out and they were disappointing, and they've just been disappointing ever since.
Ever since, except for now that.
Actually, they're pretty all right.
Yeah, they're good
Yeah,
now.
it's because they made a mistake. But that's
Because we're at the
that's a
end of the
different-
edition and things are going to be good for a little bit until the next edition comes out and makes it worse. Anyway,
Yeah.
You sure you want to be on this show?
yes. Wait, are you saying that Trashing Games Workshop means I shouldn't be on the show?
No, I'm just saying. I just want to make sure that you don't I know you don't care for 40K, so I just want to make sure.
Well, we're about to talk about the
Yeah.
thing about 40K
Actually,
I
you're
do
good.
care about.
Yeah.
So,
So you are.
but anyway,
extremely
so that
interested.
it's kind of an interesting point. They did something
Mhm.
completely different with this team, and I do want to give them props for that
Yeah.
because it is not a copy paste of all the other teams.
Right.
It's just kind of unfortunate that it is in a way that it feels kind of lazy.
Yeah. That being said, there is, from what I've been reading online, there is a few of the ploys and stuff that are just copy pasted from the compendium.
Yes, but that was also true of Kroot.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
And anytime a team just gets a straight update, there's some stuff that makes it over that is kind of mostly the same.
Right. This isn't just a straight update.
No, this
Because
is
it took 3 of the 4 fire teams you could take out.
right, and this is
No, sorry,
I'm
2 of the 4.
also fairly certain this is not replacing the Necron Compendium
I
team.
don't think so.
It better not be.
So yeah, so as far as like these guys play, we won't do a super deep dive into how these play, but they're all movement 2, so they're slow, but except for the leaders.
So these guys are movement 3, and the leaders are movement 3 with 3 APL
and with fly,
and with flying,
which doesn't make a damn bit of
not a
difference
whole
here.
lot.
But
No.
I mean, you can still fly over terrain.
Yeah, and then there's a couple ways to give extra movement or APL.
Yes,
which is nice.
But in general, you are slow, but you're rocking 3 defense dice and a 3-up save.
Yeah, which is pretty sweet.
And 10 wounds.
Yep.
So yeah, so you're looking at a slow, good at shooting, tanky team.
And you have at least 3 ways to reanimate guys,
Yes.
which is awesome.
Yeah.
Which is what they should be doing.
Yeah. So they're slow, tough to kill, and then you do kill them. Hi, I'm back.
Yeah.
They did a good job of making it feel flavorful.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just can't help but be.
Again, this should have been a White Dwarf team. This should have been some other sprue
Yeah.
and a White Dwarf team.
Oh, but no, CJ is crazy because he thought that maybe they had to scramble and shuffle stuff around.
That is a gross simplification of whatever the hell it was you were saying earlier.
Yes, but I'm going to keep bringing it up. Just to make you miserable.
Okay, moving on.
Yes, moving on to the cool stuff.
Yeah, the actual cool thing.
So now, I think these are called Imperial Guard Scions.
Wait a minute.
Now, hang on just a
So
tick.
these are the. Thank you for covering up the sprue immediately after I laid them out, CJ. That's just great timing. These are the. I can never say this right. Kazarkin.
Yeah.
These are your Cadian super elite. This is your SEAL Team Cadia.
Mm-hmm.
Title for the video? Title for the video.
Maybe.
SEAL Team Cadia versus Disappointing Necrons.
Cool.
So, which is very interesting that for the best of the best of the best that humanity has to offer, they all hit on 4s. Except for the leader. Yeah, it doesn't count. Now, there's a reason for that. But anyway, these are brand new resculpts. Because the Kazarkin were a thing previously.
Yes.
Yeah, how long ago?
They disappeared 10 years ago. Were kind of
I'm
replaced.
noticing a pattern.
They were kind of replaced by Tempestus Scions.
Yeah, they were entirely replaced by Tempestus Scions.
And now they're back.
Yeah, Kazarkin started life as stormtroopers.
Yes.
And then somebody with weird round ears on the top of their head probably said, "Hey," and then they got called Kazarkin because they were specific to Cadia for
He's
a
making
while.
a Disney joke. Disney does not own stormtroopers.
No, but that doesn't stop them.
Look, if Hugo Boss can't get mad
Disney
about it.
also didn't own Star Wars 10 years ago.
Yeah, there's that too, CJ.
Are you sure? Oh, no, yeah, you're right.
Remember
you're right.
when one company didn't own everything?
No.
Oh, those halcyon days. Anyway, but yeah, stormtroopers was a little on the generic side, so they were like, okay, so these are Kazarkin. Cassers are castles
Yes.
on Cadia, so these are Castlekin. So these are guys that have been brought up since being just wee ones to,
There's
be the
super
best.
elite of Cadia.
Yeah.
Cadia is already like the elite of the Imperial Guard. They're
Mhm.
the best guys, supposedly, which is what the excuse for them being all your models.
Mhm.
And these are the best of those. Great sprues.
Yeah.
Great models. I got
Glad
this.
to see him back.
I got this box because I wanted to paint these guys.
Right.
I don't like normal Cadians.
They're kind of dull.
They're a little too Stormship Troopers for me, which I know what inspired them. That's the point. But sometimes a thing can be too much of the thing it's inspired by. And
Oh,
also
yeah,
the,
for sure.
the sculpts have not
I'm
aged well.
definitely painting these guys up like the mobile infantry now, though.
Did you mean Starship Troopers?
You meant Starship Troopers.
But did I say
You said Stormship Troopers.
Coming soon from Games Workshop.
It's been a hot minute since I saw Starship Stormship Troopers, so I forgot. I love these
Josh
models.
is having a stroke.
Call up Angulans.
John's Bonk's having a stroke.
Yeah. I love these models. I am so excited to paint these.
Mhm.
In game, this is kind of the interesting one because we have 2 shooty teams facing
Yeah.
off in Into the Dark. The first one came with Breachers versus Kroot.
Yep.
Kroot were not great in melee, but Breachers kind of really are.
Surprisingly good, yeah.
This is shooty versus shooty.
Yeah.
Tough elite shooty. And then this is a 10-man team. They're generic human stats.
Mhm.
3-up move or 3 move, 2 APL, 4-up save.
Yeah.
No group activations, I believe.
Yeah.
I think even your basic bitch trooper
Mhm.
doesn't have a
Bleep that. Yeah, the regular trooper.
GA1.
Group activation 1.
So their shtick, first off, is that they have Pierce 1 on a lot of their guns
Yeah.
because the hotshot las guns.
Hot shot las guns,
Um,
baby.
Do they have Pierce 1 or are they just better?
They're just better.
Oh,
They
they're
do they're 3-4
3
instead of
4s, okay.
2-3.
You can give, there's a tactic to them Pierce
Yeah.
1. Their shtick is that they have a pool of elite points
Mhm.
that you spend to nudge your dice.
Yep. You can spend, so just for the regular Kasserkin Trooper, if you'll see here, each time this operative makes a shooting attack, you can spend 1 elite point for free during that shooting attack, even if you don't have any. And that's just your basic dude.
Yeah, what's
So.
funny is only the basic dude has that ability.
Mm-hmm.
All your gunners and specialists, you need to use your points for.
Well,
But your basic dude, like,
Yeah.
it encourages you to bring basic dudes because they get to
Yeah.
shoot better for free.
Yeah.
And functionally, that means those guys hit on a 3-up.
functional, yes. In each strategy phase, by the way, your Kasserkin Sergeant adds 2 elite points to
Yeah.
your pool.
So you start with 10.
Yeah.
And as long as your sergeant's alive,
You get 2 more. Yep.
Which is an interesting way to encourage you to keep your dang sergeant alive.
What an idea, huh?
Well, because this is interesting. In Kill Team, this is in opposition to most GW games. I think we would agree. There's really no penalty for losing your leader.
Yeah. you don't immediately bottle, you don't immediately break.
Yeah, there are some, like when we played, your legionary leader and my breacher leader both had a thing where you get to use a ploy for free every turn.
Yes.
Whereas if he's not on the board anymore, you lose it. But,
But
that's a small.
In comparison to something like Necromunda, where
Yeah.
losing your leader is like, oh god, I'm not,
Well,
Can be.
Can
not
be.
necessarily.
Yeah, Necromunda is very broad. But or in comparison to old Kill Team, where having your leader on the field granted you one of your tactics points every turn.
Or in general with, your generals or warlords in 40K and AOS. It's just like, yeah, you kind of need those guys to stay alive.
Yeah.
If for no other reason than at least in Age of Sigmar, because they're probably the one putting out the most damage.
Yeah.
Most single model damage.
Depends on what you're playing. Very
Yeah.
much on what you're playing.
But yeah.
But anyway, it's a good reason because it's kind of funny because your leader is also the only one who can punch worth a dang.
Mm-hmm.
Although there is a 4KD tactic where to make all of your guys hit like Space Marines with their gun butts, which is kind of funny. Again, great team, very flavorful. I love the models. I don't know if I'm gonna play these or not. I need to play with the rules. I'm probably gonna play them next time we play just to see how they do.
I'm excited to see what these will actually do, like what these look like when they get to actual 40K also.
Which brings us to that. Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Mitchell, how disappointed are you going to be about when the Necrons come to 40K with absolutely nothing new from this?
Yeah, they're just gonna release a PDF that's the same data sheet from the codex.
But with a new copyright.
With a new copyright.
Because you pointed out that like when the Traitor Guard
Mhm.
got their Legionaries, they got new rules to reflect the new stuff in that kit that you could bring.
Yeah,
correct.
Same thing with the Blooded.
Yeah. Well, you mean Chaos Space?
Oh,
You said Trader
I
Guard.
Traitor Marines. Sorry.
Yeah. So when the Legionaries got released, the Chaos Space Marine data sheet got updated with the new weapon options. There's no new weapon options in this.
There's a new head.
There's a new head. There's a pretty cape you can put on one of the Immortals. Maybe he'll get.
Oh my god, they're gonna release new rules where you want a new head and cape on every one of your Immortals because it gives you some kind of buff. So you have to buy like 10 of those boxes.
And I can't proxy anything. WYSIWYG for life. So yeah, like this. There's gonna be no new rules for these.
No.
There will be for these.
Yeah, the Katsukin will probably be in the new upcoming Imperial Guard Codex that we are starting to see.
That's fair.
Shocker.
Yeah. Yes, Josh.
They're not on a horse though, so I don't know if I can buy them.
Yeah.
Oh god, we should probably just do an episode on that.
What, on the Rough Riders?
Yes.
Well, no, I mean,
How much we don't-
hey, Games Workshop. Hey, hi. Yeah, we do a Sunday rundown video where we talk about all the previews. So if you could stop previewing stuff that's not on Sunday, that'd be swell.
Anyway, so these will get new rules in the new Codex.
And that's gonna be great.
However, don't buy this box for that because
Yeah,
both of these will come in a Kill Team box for $60.
it's true. But also worth.
Mitchell, you okay over there?
He's taking a mortal wound.
Don't hurt me like that.
So they will.
Yeah.
And they shouldn't be.
Oh, okay, I see.
So it's worth noting that as far as these Kasserkin are concerned, this is probably exactly what's going to come in the box. For
Yeah.
there's no upgrade sprue, right? Like as far as
Yeah.
will you shut up for 2
That's
seconds?
how all of these have worked when it's
I
a
know.
new team.
I just wanted to
I'm just
reiterate that.
confused.
Yeah, I'm reiterating the fact that this is what the new box is going to look like. Period. End of story.
Okay.
You're not missing if you wait on this box. You're not wait for.
You're
them
not
to-
missing anything.
You're not going to end up missing anything. No special customization is going to go awry or missing.
Hopefully not, anyway.
Well, I say this, and now that I've put it out in the universe, I've doomed us all.
Are you saying GW is going to have a thing where they're going to have to shuffle things around, and it's...
It could happen.
Conspiracy theories.
The very first box of Tempestus Scions I ever bought accidentally came with 2 of the non-special weapons sprue, and I had to return it.
Oh.
It was like the first time I actually talked to Mitchell.
Wow. It's a small world.
Yeah.
And it was all downhill from there.
But if you think that things are going downhill from there, why don't you leave a comment down below? Like, comment, and subscribe. Share the channel around. It gets
Tell us
lots
your
of views.
opinions about the downfall of modern society in
Yeah,
relation
tell
to
us-
plastic soldiers, please.
Yes.
So I'm getting this box.
Yeah.
This is my box.
Mhm.
Give me my stuff back.
That would hurt me more than it hurts them all.
If this would just become your box, because you said you're also getting this box.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick it up because I have long dreamed of having a Castrican Tempestus Scions army ultimately lonesome, and now I just want the new sculpts, and I also just want the new terrain too.
That's what I was about to ask,
Yeah.
because you skipped out on Breachers versus Crew because you didn't particularly care about that.
That's
right?
correct.
So for you, this
This is
box
all new.
like, yeah, it's still got the rules for playing Gallowdark, so
Yeah.
you can still do that. And you've got the old Kill Team rules somewhere.
Mhm.
Probably from one of the Octarius boxes that I had
Yeah,
and gave you. 'cause, like, what am I
it's
gonna do with
floating
it?
around.
So for you, this is a great deal at $185
Yeah.
because you saved $15
Mhm.
over the additional.
Mhm.
For me, I want everything in here.
Yeah.
I don't know whether I'm trading the Necrons to Mitchell or not, depending on his complete and utter contempt and disdain for these. They're probably not going anywhere because I'll tell you this. This didn't make me excited to put together and play these Necrons. I don't see this as a team that looks... I mean, it's an interesting leader-focused team, which is not something that's been in Kill Team up to this point.
That's fair.
So I guess that is interesting. It's almost
Yeah.
like Kill Team Commander's Baby Edition.
Yeah, and I mean, it makes sense that not everybody would have that.
Right,
Because
yeah.
It's like people are different and teams are different.
One night here.
Yeah.
Already lost one.
Whoa. So yeah, like I'm going to play them. I'm going to try it out.
Yes, he will indeed.
But I'm not going to pick this box up, and
Yeah.
I'm going to be hard pressed to pick them up from you.
Wow.
Because I
Would you
just
do
don't-
it for a Scooby snack?
maybe
Okay, well, hey,
Um,
there you go.
because
You do it for Klondike Bar?
I don't like Klondike.
They're not that great.
No, they're not great.
Yeah,
Um,
I've never got that. Anyway.
So except for the one plasma site, I
Mm.
basically have everything in this box. Like,
Oh,
why would I
okay.
pick? Why would I pick this up? Although the terrain is still very tempting because the terrain is gorgeous,
It's very nice
and I want more of it.
But okay, so you say you want, and I guess maybe this might be just a difference of like.
So much for ending the video. Huh, folks?
Sorry. Well, no, hey, we've got more to
No,
talk
go
about.
for it, yeah.
Like, what are you going to use a second set of terrain for?
Well, first of all, Necromunda.
Oh yeah. Okay, never mind. I retract my previous statement and withdraw all complaints. I
So yeah,
apologize.
it's like the missions in Kill Team are only like you get one set of terrain and you're done
Yeah.
because all of the missions are for one set of terrain. But for Necromunda, but for Necromunda and for what's the thing coming out, the 40K thing,
Oh, Arcs of Omen.
Arcs of Omen. Thanks, Josh.
So bull crap.
I'm gonna want it for that.
Yeah.
I mean, probably if I ever play Arcs of Omen, I haven't played 40K in 10 months now. But Sigmar's been calling me.
That's
Sigmar's
fine.
really fun.
Yeah,
Anyway,
it is.
So I'm. It's not like this terrain is not useful.
Yeah.
I just don't need the other stuff in it, so
Mhm.
I might wait for Arcs of Omen or
Yeah.
whatever the box is.
I
Boarding
mean-
actions box.
Yeah. That's it.
And see how
And-
much that is.
Yeah, and consider also, we've seen them come out separately.
Yeah.
For almost all of these, so maybe there's gonna be a Into the Shadow Gallowdark Vault box that comes out with one set of these, and then both the weirdo sprues. That
Oh,
come
that's
out,
true.
So
Maybe.
we'll see.
We've already seen previewed a box that comes with multiple sets of this terrain.
Oh well, there you go.
Yeah, it was called
Boarding
Yeah,
actions.
it was called boarding
Oh,
actions.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
That's what it was then. Yeah, okay.
That's just the terrain.
Okay.
I don't think they announced a Killzone Gallowdark or anything, did they?
Not yet,
Not
but
yet. Who
it's,
knows?
it's an infinite universe.
Yeah, it just seems like it'd be weird to release that when you've got the boarding actions.
Yeah.
It's true.
It's the same box, but this one says Kill Team.
It's the same box at half the size and 3/4 the price.
There you go. Unsurprising.
All right.
Anyway.
So anyway, now we've tried and failed to end this episode.
Let's try again. And
Let's try again. So anyway, yeah. Hey, Do you love the new Necron or new-ish Necrons? Do you love the
No. Do you love the Kazakh? Are you
uh,
disappointed with the Necrons?
Are you sharing your thoughts along with us? Are you the same as us? Is basically what we're asking. And if you're not, great. I hope that works out for you. And until next time, keep it tuned here for more new releases and more random screwing around. So we'll see you next time.
Bye.